do a live video. I didn't upload a video this past Monday. Got super busy and just, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to miss a Monday, which I always hate missing my upload days. But I was just sitting here. I'm house sitting for a friend right now. I'm like in the middle of the country, close to the mountains. I won't necessarily say where, but it's a beautiful area. It's very green, it's serene, it's quiet, it's like farmland. And I'm watching her dogs. And I was just sitting here thinking, I got up early this morning, took the dogs for a walk and fed them. And then I went back to bed. It's Saturday. And I'm usually on a Saturday, I'm very much the type of person that will get up. I have a list of things to do, grocery store and gym. But I just decided to just relax a little bit this Saturday. Because, I've created that type of lifestyle where I get to enjoy my life. I get to relax when I want to relax. I get to, achieve goals when I want to achieve goals. But I have a lifestyle. And it didn't happen overnight. Now, eventually I got out of bed. I went to her gym and got on the treadmill and worked out and played with the dogs a little bit. And now I'm working on my computer. And yes, I will be uploading a video on Monday. But I was thinking to myself, like, wow, I had fantasized about having a lifestyle years ago where I was traveling when I wanted to travel. I was working remotely. I was making money. I was, meeting interesting people. I was going to different countries. I was doing fun things that I enjoyed. I was still keeping myself healthy and fit and working out and being active. And I'm doing that. I am literally doing that. I am literally living the lifestyle that I decided to manifest years ago. And it didn't happen overnight because I didn't realize what I wanted overnight. It took time for me to clarify within myself and my brain and my spirit what it was I really wanted, how I wanted to feel, what brought me joy. It took time. The clarity part is what takes time, which is the reason why I call my company Clarity, Confidence, Courage, because it's a full on system of getting clear about what you want, because it's not that you can't get what you want. Everything in your life right now that you see in front of you, you created that. Everything. Even the chaos. You're the common denominator. And I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying it's there because you are there. The only reason you're witnessing it is because you're there. You're in it. When I was in my chaotic marriage, the reason I was in it is because I was in it. I had chosen to be with that person. It doesn't take responsibility off of his behavior, but I had to take accountability for the fact that, okay, I chose to marry this person. I chose to create this life with him. I chose to put myself in chaos. And true enough, people don't always show you who they really are in the beginning, but eventually I chose to get myself out. But I say all that to say, whatever life you're living, if you're not happy with it, you can change it. And I mean that literally. We have so many options right now because we live in a digital era. We live in the era of social media. We live in the era of, you know, internet and smartphones. And we are probably, whether we agree with it or not, one of the most advanced generations of our time. No matter which generation you're in, if you're alive and looking at your smartphone and watching me do this live video, you're in a good space. There are some people right now who don't have as half as much as the things that we have, and yet they're still happy. They've still found a way to find joy because they've created it for themselves. So I say that to say, if you want a better life, you can create it for yourself. When I made the decision to get clear on what it was that I really wanted, how I really wanted to feel, what I really wanted my life to look like, what I wanted my day to look like, I got really, really, really specific. What time do I want to wake up in the morning? What do my mornings look like? What type of job do I want to have? My 9 to 5. Do I want a 9 to 5? What type of business do I want to have? Where do I want to go to the office? Do I want to work remotely? Do I want to travel? Where do I want to live? What are some of the things that I want to see every day? What type of people do I want to meet? How do I want to feel? Do I want to feel excited? Do I want to feel peaceful? I had to start asking myself those questions to bring myself clarity. because I was a common denominator in every aspect of my life. And so when I made the decision to get crystal clear on all those aspects, like every single aspect of my life, things started to change. My life started to change. And I created a lifestyle around my peace, my joy, and my value systems. And so things start to show up for me, opportunities start to show up for me, people start to show up for me, situations start to show up for me that were in alignment with my peace, my joy, and my values and standards. I should say my peace, my values, and my standards. But it all started to mesh. And I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, wow, only a few years ago, I was dreaming about having the life that I'm living now. I was dreaming like of getting out of the circumstances I was in at that time. And now I'm living it. Now I'm living it. And if you're in that situation right now where you're like, Tiffany, I have so many dreams and they're huge and they're big and they're this and they're that, and I want it, but for whatever reason, something is holding me back and I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Start asking yourself the question, what is it that you desire? Ask yourself the question before you jump into the how I'm going to do it, before you plan out the strategy. Ask what it is you really want. What is your heart really trying to say to you? And if you don't know, get really quiet, meditate, go within. That's what meditation is for. Is so you can hear your voice. Is so you can get, that's what the quietness does. When you quiet everything down, when you quiet down the world, when you quiet down the distractions, when you quiet the chaos and you go within, you start to hear the desires of your heart, not of your family, not of society, not of the relationship, not of the friendships, not of all these other distractions out here, but the desires of your heart. They start to speak to you. Write them down. And I don't care how unusual it sounds. I literally was watching, it was a YouTube video, it was a live video of a woman that I follow, and she interviewed a lady who pretty much gave up her whole life and built a tiny house and moved into tiny houses. And now she's a tiny house advocate. She had a regular person life. She was in some professional corporate job, working a 9 to 5, having a house or whatever. And she just said, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna build me a tiny house. I'm gonna travel the world. And that's what she did. And it's working. And now she has a major business. And now she advocates for people who want a minimalist lifestyle and want to live in a tiny house or whatever it is. She created that. That's what she desired. And your desires can change. When I was younger, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to get several degrees. I wanted to be the corporate boss woman. And I became that. I wanted to get married, and I got that too. Albeit it was a terrible marriage. But the point is, I got everything I said I wanted. It came to pass. And then there was a point where I was like, you know what? I'm not happy. This isn't it. I want something else. And that's when I created something else. You can create something else as many times as you choose. You are that powerful. That's how powerful we are. We just don't know it. We don't remember our power. It has been taken from us from different avenues of life because we have been indoctrinated into a belief system the moment we come out of our mother's womb, right? So we have to unlearn a lot of old belief systems that no longer work for us, especially in this day and time. I don't know what time when you're watching this. This is 2024 for me. It's not 1977. It's not 1824. It's not 1724. This is 2024. So the lifestyle that we are living now is all we know. And so we have to figure out what type of lifestyle works for us in this day and age, on this timeline, in this dimension, in this world. What works for us? And if it doesn't work for you, change it. You can change it. You can. You can't change the world. You can change yourself. You can change your life experiences. And if you choose to then advocate or do some type of policy, do some changes in the government, you can do that too. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is before you try to go out and save the world and save everybody else, save yourself first. Have the experience first. I could not do this type of work. I couldn't be a women's coach and a professional speaker talking about women's empowerment and women gaining clarity and women having courage and women building up their confidence, especially in the workplace. I couldn't talk about those things if I had not lived them for myself. I've lived this life. That's why I know what I'm talking about when I say it can change and it can be better than you ever imagined. So I just wanted to do this video again because something came over me and I missed the Monday. Don't come for me in the comments for missing this past Monday. I will be releasing this coming Monday's video on time, I promise. But I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. As always, follow me on my website. Go to the website. Continue to share, like, and subscribe to this channel. I have so much more coming this year, and I want you to be a part of it. All right, ladies, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.